What's up guys, and today we are unboxing the AICOK Juicer Extractor, the 2020 upgraded version, and we have it right here. This new upgraded version comes with a 3-inch wide mouth so you can stick kind of big pieces of fruit and vegetable in there. It has 3 speeds for soft and hard food.
Okay, so we're a little late to the celery juice trend, and we didn't want to go all in on like a major expensive juicer, so we're trying it with a little bit cheaper juicer, and we're gonna see if it's all it's cracked up to be.
I was looking on Amazon and I feel like some of the juicers ranged from like 50 to like 300 bucks, and this was actually the cheapest one on Amazon, it looked like. We've had juicers in the past. Yeah, I'm excited to try this. We'll see if it separates like the pulp really well from the juice, and you know, hopefully there's no wasted juice in the pulp. So let's go ahead and unbox it.
I feel like we can't expect a whole lot because it is so much cheaper than the other juicers that we saw. But if it does the job, like, I'm gonna be impressed.
Right.
Open this bad boy up. It just got delivered. And you got this on Amazon, right?
Yep, I got it on Amazon. Let's see, it comes with a warranty card. And that's pretty cool. AICOK warranty card. And it comes with a user's manual, how to set up, all that good stuff. So we'll look at that.
And if you want to see any information on this juicer or any pictures up close, definitely check the link down below. It'll have all the information there, and pricing and stuff like that.
Yep. And it looks like this is the part that catches the juice. So it's not the part that catches the pulp, it's the part that catches the juice. Most juicers, like the height of where the juice comes out, sometimes it's like too short for your glass or too tall. So I feel like they always make these perfect size cups just for the specific juicer. So that looks like what this is.
Useful.
And it has a little cover on it too, so that's kind of nice.
Like to cover the top of it?
Yep, cover the top of it, and I don't know.
Do you think that is for the juice, or do you think it's for the...
No, I think this is for the, I think that's for the juicer. Anyways, okay, now we'll unbox the juicer. All right, so this is the main unit. All right, this is kind of the push down to push down the fruits and the vegetables or whatever you're putting in here.
Technical term.
Yeah.
The pusher.
The pusher. I call it the pusher. So, okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and take off the plastic. So at first sight, I actually like this. It's not too bulky. It's kind of light. It will fit pretty much anywhere on the countertop.
So it looks like it has this safety feature here, right?
Right. Yeah.
Where it's not going to run while this is on here.
So it comes with this little kind of lever here that kind of holds it in place. You want to unstrap that? Okay. And this is what kind of locks in this top cover as a safety feature, so you don't juice your finger accidentally, I guess.
That is there so you don't get cut.
Okay, as you can see, that's the inside of the juicer.
Okay.
So that's the strainer you have there, Kayla.
Okay, and then it has the little blade inside. Does this blade come out?
So, okay. All right, so what I have here is the strainer, and it's kind of attached to like the filter here that separates the juice from the pulp. But in the past, I think we've had strainers that the blade would be separate from kind of this mesh panel. So it might be kind of hard to clean.
Yeah, I would think that would be probably a little bit hard to clean, but I guess we'll find out.
Right.
For the price, you can't really complain.
Right, yeah. And the blade is a lot smaller than other blades that I've seen, but like I said, this will do the job. We're not planning on juicing a lot, maybe just like 16 to like 32 ounces of like celery juice or some kind of citrus fruit or something like that, or an apple. So I think that should get the job done.
So this looks like it's the bottom piece here. Pretty straightforward. This has the little spout that's gonna spit out the juice.
Okay, so that's pretty much how you assemble it. You have the main unit. In the back here, we have like the fruit residue cup. This is where the kind of pulp and the other kind of matter is extracted from this. And look at this, Kayla, it actually comes with a nice little brush, which is cool. Not all juicers, I feel, come with this. So I feel like this is what you kind of scrub the mesh with.
What you scrub the mesh with.
Yeah, what I scrub the mesh with to get out the like stuff, because these are really fine little holes in here, and sometimes you can't get it out. Like sometimes, no matter how much pressure you have in your sink, you just need something to scrub it. So I feel like this will come in handy just to keep the quality of the juicer and to, you know, get as much juice we can out of the juicer. So
especially for cleaning the blade, it's super sharp. So when you put a rag on it or anything, it just grabs the fibers of the rag. So I feel like that's gonna be really useful.
That's true. That is a real issue with a juicer there. So
now that it's all disassembled, we're gonna go ahead and reassemble it.
all right. So this is the residue cup. So that goes in the back, obviously.
It's right here. This kind of locks in the residue cup. You can see there's a little lip right here. You're just gonna lock it over here. A little hack, if your juicer comes with a residue cup, and this one in particular, you can just put a little grocery bag right here, and then you don't even have to clean out this residue cup.
Right.
All right, lock this in there.
Now that you have these two, you're gonna put in the juice strainer.
Okay. Just set right in there.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay.
Good. And then on top of the juice strainer, you're gonna put on the top cover. Okay, and then you have your juice cup.
Okay. Looks like I need to shut
Yep.
this.
So you're gonna close the pull rod just to lock the top cover on the juicer. Perfect. And the juice cup fits perfectly. So, and you have the rod push, and there's a little slot on top of the juice cover that you can only fit the rod pusher like at a certain angle. And I don't know if there's any benefit to that, but it kind of keeps it nice and secure.
Okay, so it looks like this little slide, there's a spot for the slide right in here. So this looks like it locks in right there, and there's a little gap on the bottom. It looks like it's so that you can pour your juice out of it in the end. There's a little spout without any of the fibers or like the pulp or anything like that coming out, or the froth or something like that.
Right. Okay.
I don't know, kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we'll put this lid on here.
So I feel like it is a little bit cheaper. It feels a little bit cheaper than our more expensive ones, but that's actually to be expected. The main thing is I want to see how it juices. So let's go ahead and juice some celery and we'll see how it performs.
Cool. Okay, so we're gonna try this out. I just washed the pieces, reassembled it. Now I'm gonna plug it in for the first time. Okay, it's plugged in. There's a little notch on this side. I'll turn it over so you can see it. It says P, which I'm assuming is pulse. And then there's a 1 and a 2. So it looks like it's probably the spinning speed. And then also there is, you can't tell, there's little suctions on the bottom. Can you see it if I lift it up here? Yeah, so there's little suctions on the bottom, which is actually really nice because we've used juicers before where they kind of move around when you're trying to keep them stationary. So that's nice. I'm just gonna push it down here so it stays suctioned to the counter. And I have my celery all washed and ready here, so shall we? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on to 1 and 2. Try doing like 3 stalks at a time. So before I actually use this, I was kind of worried that it wasn't going to have enough power to get some good celery juice coming out, but I was surprised there was a lot more power than I was expecting. You could see when I was putting the celery in, it really like took it, which is good. I feel like that's a good thing for a juicer. So I'm going to take this out. That was a whole stalk of celery. And I'm going to take this lid off. And so you can see you have the little like froth on the top and then you have the juice on the bottom. Ooh, that looks really nice. I don't see any chunks in here or anything. What I was kind of worried about is seeing a lot of the fiber pieces. We've used a juicer before where you still had a lot of little fibers that were mixed into the juice, and it looks really clear. I'm impressed. So to get a good look at the juice, I'm gonna pour it in a clear cup here. I'm assuming you're supposed to pour it this way. I'm gonna try it out. Okay. Wow, that looks really nice. Wow, I keep saying I'm super impressed for how cheap this juicer is. I'm really, really impressed. Yep, that's celery juice. There were no chunks. It went down really smooth. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I'm really impressed for what you get for your price. It is small, but I don't really mind that because we don't have a whole lot of kitchen space, and I feel like this is gonna look nice on the counter. It has that stainless steel look, stainless steel and black look. So I can keep it on my counter and it's not gonna take up a lot of room. It suctions to the counter. I don't have a lot to complain about it. So I'm gonna kind of take it apart and see what the cleaning process is kind of gonna look like. So I'm gonna unplug it first, just in case. I'm gonna take this bar off. Take this piece out. So obviously I'm gonna have to rinse this. I'll lay all the pieces right out here. Okay, so we have the fibers in here. So there is one little chunk that didn't get blended, but really that looks like that's the only intact piece that was left. So let's see. What we're looking for in these extra pieces that get spit out is we don't want to see any juice in here, and it looks like there's no juice. All right, and we have this last piece. So it looks like the thing about juicers is if you rinse them off right away, they're gonna be easy to clean. If you leave them, we've learned from experience, right, Gabe? If you leave them, they're really hard to clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these off, and I'm excited to use it in the morning for our celery juice. So this is the AICOK Juicer Extractor 2020. It's a newer one. We did get it on Amazon, so I'm gonna put a link down below if you wanna check out any information on that. I would highly recommend, if you're trying to start out juicing or see if it's something that you wanna do, I would definitely recommend starting out with something like this, and then you can kind of go from there.